My God, the camera bumps are enormous. Right, so here we have the iPhone 13. I went for the iPhone 13 Pro, Graphite, 256 gig. Got the iPhone 12 Pro here in Pacific Blue. I've had this for the last just under a year because it came out in October. So we're going to do the first initial unboxing. So let's crack on. So let's just break that up and bottom. And now, so now it all comes undone. So now I went for the Graphite version, and my God, the camera bumps are enormous on the Pro this year. Yeah, that's insane. Nice color. I didn't want to go for the blue this year because just a bit of a change. I've always wanted to go white, but I always cop out at the last hurdle and always go for a darker color. I'm not a fan of the chrome edge on the white version. I know you can get a case like I've reviewed, and you can put an edge case on the side, but right at the last minute I just changed it from white to the graphite color. So this is the back, pretty much identical in terms of size. You really can't tell the thickness difference. Doesn't feel any thicker really. Weight wise, it does not feel any different. Actually feels a little bit lighter, even though it's meant to be heavier. So that's interesting. Let's get this cover off. One thing I did notice with some of the cases is that the buttons are slightly lower on the 13, and obviously the SIM card slot has changed as well, quite dramatically actually. And on the other side too, the buttons drop down a bit. 13 on the right hand side, and on the very bottom nothing has changed there. Still got the same grill holes and the antennas, and everything else is pretty much as is. Obviously you can't share cases with this because basically the camera bump is enormous, so the case isn't going to fit. And again, Pro cases won't fit the non-Pro cases. You've got to get a big massive gaping hole if you were to get a Pro case and put it on the standard iPhone, and vice versa. You're going to get a very small cutout for the normal case. So you've got to make sure when you buy your cases this year for the 13, you're going to have to make sure that you're getting it for the right version of phone that you have. There's CE marks again on the side. You can just see it faintly on the edges. Quite hard to pick up on the camera. But other than that, other than the massive camera bump, it just feels... The Graphite one actually feels a bit wider. There's not going to be any difference here. Up front, obviously the notch is a bit smaller, so let's get this powered on. You can see how much they protrude from the case. It's just incredible how much deeper they are. So let's get ourselves signed into this. It's detected that we're setting up our new phone, so let's go ahead and do that. And we take a phone picture of the jazzy stuff to get ourselves going. Right, wait for activation. So wait for that whilst that's happening. Just have a quick look at what else is in the box. We just got a USB-C to lightning cable. Normally I don't even use this. I keep it in the box, so when I resell it the following year, everything is brand new. In here you've got your SIM card removal tool, and again the usual stickers, just one this time. Right, so to set up Face ID, so let's continue with that. So we've got some more options here, so I'm going to do it from the cloud. So I'd say the notch is obviously thinner, but it's definitely not noticeable thinner. It's a shame they've not reused that real estate to show maybe battery percentage. That would have been nice. So basically just got more padding around the icons at the top. And once you've got your iPhone updated and you're into the OS itself, the 120 Hertz is a little bit more noticeable than the previous iPhone. Scrolling is obviously a lot more smoother. And obviously the battery life for now is definitely a little bit more improved with just casual use. I haven't actually given it the full intensive use yet. That's pretty much it. Once you've seen the OS side of things, it's all mainly physical. And obviously the lenses with its cinematic mode is very, very good. And you can see on the ultra wide, the macro is very good. You don't get like a macro mode as such, but it's definitely a nice feature to have, as is the wide to normal and the 3x zoom. 3x zoom is a bit grainy, but then it kind of switches, which is interesting. But obviously you've got to get a nice big improvement on the lenses here with their aperture improvements as well. All right, thanks for watching for this short little first impressions of the iPhone 13 Pro. Hit that like button and let me know in the comments if you have any questions about the iPhone 13 Pro versus the iPhone 12 Pro. You can check out all my other iPhone accessory reviews up in this playlist here. Hit the subscribe button down below to catch all my future content, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye.